Airplane mode is one of those things we all use, and literally no one understands. Like, why does my phone have a mode that sounds like it's prepping for takeoff? What does it even do? Does it protect the plane? Does it protect me? Am I going to crash the aircraft if I open Instagram mid-air? Let's find out, but spoiler alert, it's not what you think. And also, planes don't explode when you forget to turn it on. Probably. Okay, let's start with what airplane mode actually does. When you turn it on, your phone becomes a glorified brick with a camera. It shuts off your cellular connection, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, basically anything that talks to the outside world using radio waves. So no calls, no texts, no live tweeting your in-flight meal disaster, just offline silence. But why though? The original reason was fear. Specifically, the fear that a plane full of phones might mess with the plane's navigation systems. Early aircraft tech used similar radio frequencies to what phones use. So the thought was, if 200 people were all Snapchatting at once, the plane might think it's flying upside down. Not ideal. So instead of risking accidental nosedives, airlines just went, yeah, let's tell everyone to shut their phones off. Better safe than crash. But here's the thing. No plane has actually crashed because someone was texting during takeoff. It's never happened, like ever. Myth busted. So why is airplane mode still a thing? Because of two reasons: interference and annoyance. Let's talk interference first. Even though planes today have better shielding, more advanced tech, and pilots who aren't using MapQuest anymore, your phone still throws out a lot of electromagnetic noise. It's like static, harmless in small doses, but if everyone's phone is constantly pinging towers and looking for a signal, the cockpit might start picking up that chaos in their headphones. You don't want your pilot hearing a buzzing sound while trying to land a 100-ton jet. That's the kind of stress no one needs. And now the real MVP reason: annoyance to ground networks. Here's what most people don't know. When you're flying at 35,000 feet, your phone desperately tries to connect to every single cell tower it flies over. Your phone's like, hello? Hello? Are you my tower? No? What about you? It switches towers so fast the network basically panics. It wasn't designed for phones moving at jet speed. Imagine being a cell tower and suddenly 200 phones fly past you at 900 kilometers per hour, all screaming, "Connect to me!" Yeah, the system can't deal. So airplane mode is less about saving the plane and more about saving the cell network from having a nervous breakdown. Now here's a twist. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth still work in airplane mode if you turn them back on manually. Why? Because the actual dangerous signal is your cellular transmission, the one trying to reach cell towers on the ground with high power. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are low-energy, short-range signals. They're like polite whispers compared to cellular's aggressive screaming. That's why many airlines now offer in-flight Wi-Fi. They just slap a special antenna on top of the plane that talks to a satellite, which beams internet from space. Yes, space internet. For your memes. Also, fun fact, airplane mode helps save battery. Your phone isn't constantly looking for towers, so it chills out and sips battery instead of chugging it like a college freshman. Bonus use, airplane mode is a life hack. Want to charge faster? Airplane mode. Want to ghost someone without fully turning your phone off? Airplane mode. Want to pretend you're off-grid while binge-watching downloaded Netflix shows? You guessed it, airplane mode. So yeah, airplane mode exists because we used to be scared, and now it's just a really convenient shut up button for your phone's antennas. Will the plane crash if you forget to turn it on? No. Will the flight attendants glare at you like you're personally threatening aviation safety? Yes. But now that you know how it all works, feel free to flip on airplane mode and look smug while your roommate struggles to send a message that won't go through. You're welcome. That's going to cost you one subscribe, and maybe a like unless you're already in airplane mode.